Yeah, look, it's very exciting. These weeks don't come around very often. I don't think in anyone's career. So, we've certainly talked about treating it with the utmost respect, but enjoying the week. And I think, playing the game, not the occasion, is the thing for us. The occasion can be, or could be, all encompassing, or a lot of weight to take. But for this team, it's just about the performance and another game in the Six Nations.
And how is it for you to be able to savour that? These, obviously, as you say, these things don't come around that often, that. So how do you get to actually get into the week and enjoy it as well?
It's hard because it goes so fast. We were speaking at dinner last night about, how we were on the plane to Portugal, and it felt like last week, and it's 8 weeks or whatever it was, and it's gone in a blink of an eye. And that's normally a good sign that you're enjoying yourself, and things are obviously very enjoyable certainly when you're winning. It makes life easier, but we're under no illusion that this week is going to be the biggest week of them all. We're certainly expecting the very best from an English performance standard point of view.
Just in terms of this group as well, obviously you've been with many others. Just maybe give us insight into this, calm amongst the chaos mentality, and how it's been so incredibly successful during this campaign.
Look, Andy has put us in different scenarios lots and lots of times over the last probably 3 years, and you go back to all those experiences, and be it New Zealand, be it last year Six Nations, having to navigate through things, COVID, even when the first test in New Zealand, COVID, guys coming in, guys coming out, even this Six Nations, we've had, late pullouts in Wales, that kind of thing, and that's just part of rugby, and Andy's thought on it is you roll with the punches, and these things happen, and you've got to get on with it. And I think we've built a squad now, and an extended squad that is capable of, no matter what can goes wrong, guys just step in and get the job done.
You touched on there with Clare, but where does this week and this game rate in terms of the biggest games you played for your country?
Look, it's probably the biggest one. Certainly the biggest one of this group's campaign, but it's great to be able to sit here and say that these games are getting bigger and bigger. That was certainly our plan at the start of this. But as I said, it's easy to get caught up in what is a very, very big and important weekend. From our point of view, it's purely about playing the game and playing our game, and trusting our game is strong.
One thing that's clear from the outside looking in is this group embrace being favourites. You spoke there about the balance. Do you speak about Grand Slams this week? Is this Grand Slam a banned word around the place, or do you actually address it?
Oh, it's not banned. It's and I know where you're coming from, but I suppose in other teams we would have tried to keep it under the rug, but again, favourites tag, number one in the world tag. These are things, the best teams that we've looked at. You look at the All Blacks. They walk into these things and face them, and that's what we're trying to learn to do. But at the same time, you've got to back that up with performances. There's no point in walking into things and not performing well. That's, at the end of the day, that's the goal, is to put our best foot forward every Saturday or Sunday that we go out. And it's, as I said, no different this weekend.
Obviously, just the final one for me is Johnny's last Six Nations match. How do you sum up what he's done in a green jersey in this competition?
I can't sit here and sum it up, it's been too big a career, too important a career, too long a career to sit here and sum it up in a few words. He's changed rugby, changed Irish rugby, obviously for the better. Teaches people what it's like to be a professional, what it's like to be a proper Irishman, and you know, a good person above all. So again, you know, all these things add to the occasion at the weekend, but you know, they're things we've spoken about and everyone's acknowledged and put to one side for 80 minutes, you know.
There's a lot of emotion in it all. Obviously, with Johnny's last game, playing England, a chance for a Grand Slam for the first time ever at home, and then for yourselves personally, you know, you went through tough times to get to this point. Do you keep those emotions in check, or do you embrace the emotions? What do you do personally?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. You know, I think there was kind of Irish teams of old was the kind of emotionally charged, emotionally driven teams. Not for a second going to sit here and say that we won't be emotional at the weekend, but I think to deliver our game, you know, you've heard us talk about being calm and being present and being in the moment, and that's what it's going to take. An incredible performance from us to deliver our game, to be able to beat England.
You mentioned that these days don't come around too often. Obviously, as you mentioned, there's some tough days. Does it make you appreciate these moments even more?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, look, I've said already, it's these days don't come around very often, and you know, there's a lot of graft, and you know, the previous few games have been unbelievably difficult, and there's been lots of stuff this group has gone through to navigate our way to this point, and you know, it would be amiss of us not to try and enjoy the week and put our best foot forward.
Unfortunately, there's players out injured, which is so disappointing for them. Come to the last game, Grand Slam on the line, and not be able to take the field. Is it something you spoke about as a group?
Yeah, it's something that we always acknowledge. You know, it's an attritional game, and you know, you think of guys like Hendy who obviously flew to New Zealand and missed a lot of it, and you know, Ringer gets injured in the second test over there and misses the last one, and obviously they both missed this one. Guys like Finlay, you know, Ty Byrne. I'm going to miss a few people here, I know now, but they're all part of, you know, what we're building and have built and have experienced, and the experiences that we've gone through have been a huge part of it, and not for a second would we not, you know, have them in our heads when we take the pitch and afterwards, and you know, it's a cliche, but you know, our squad is so important, and you know, it's guys like that you want to make proud on the weekend.
Peter, after what translated to England last week, perhaps people are thinking Ireland should win this game quite comfortably. How dangerous do you think England are going to be this year?
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You know, I've been lucky enough to play alongside a big chunk of that English team, and you know how proud they are. You know how proud they are to play for their country. I know what quality of player they are, quality of person they are, and you know how important it will be for them to put on a performance for themselves more than anyone. You know, to show themselves the potential that I certainly know they have. But that's the challenge for us. You know, we're expecting, you know, certainly the best version of those English boys to come to the Viva on Saturday and to perform, and to do that, we know we've got to be at our very, very best. So I'm certainly not buying that.
And what would it mean to you and the squad to clinch the Grand Slam this weekend at home?
Look, it would mean a huge amount, but you know, me sitting here talking about it isn't going to help me perform on Saturday. You know what I mean? So the plan for us is performance. You know, go after the game, go after, play to win, and give it our very best shot. And look, if that isn't good enough, fair play.
Last one.
Peter, you've talked about what Andy has done on the pitch. What's he brought off the pitch that has made you so successful?
Oh, I suppose it's hard, really. You know, he's a guy who, you know, the big thing with him is he wants people to be themselves and to express themselves, and you know, by doing so, you've guys who aren't afraid to put their hands up, ask questions, make points, and as a result, guys are clearer and guys are on the same page, and you know, gives a huge amount of confidence. Just being around the place, you know, the way he delivers messages in meetings, you know, you can tell that he's, you know, just an incredible leader, that he's been there before in front of, you know, lots of teams that, you know, be it he been taking the pitch or just coaching, that he just gets it and gets the feeling in the room, gets the feeling of guys where they're at, and just gives you an incredible amount of confidence. It's hard to sit here and same with Johnny's question, say exactly what, you know, the development that he's given me and the squad. It's hard to explain in a couple of sentences, you know.